else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys! They won't be scared of a scrawny old man.
A scrawny old man, consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them. They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off! I done told you! Don't come any closer! No way! Got these fuckers!
Let's try out some insides! God damn it, I ain't got time to bleed.
Darn it, Martha. Why consarn it? You...
Will you help me?
Some of those there to...
Thank you.
Killing you... Well, go on then.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off! I done told you! Don't come any closer! Nah, you're right. Huh, nice get up.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. We'll clean up the old store and make it good as new. Pretty soon we'll be selling suits, pants, hats, and all the rest. Fine. And here, a little token of our... Come on back after we reopen the shop.
knew you had the look of soldiers
Come
about
on
you.
back after I open up my shop.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only. Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace. Good day. No one's allowed in there. Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs! Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's Palace. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the Marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out. Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
Everybody stand back. You can see just fine from there.
We ain't gonna
How the hell?
Dorsey scum!
We ain't weak like you!
Hey, Rangers. How'd you like that welcome? No regret, no
How does it
repentance.
feel now?
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in... Which reminds me, that Dorsey you requested stand trial? He was clearly guilty and sentenced to the pillories. A waste of my time. He did have this note, though, which you may find interesting. They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities. For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup. Oh, to the contrary, It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs of the plains. If we did any less, they would see our nation as weak. And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel, that is not the world we inhabit.
And let's be honest, Judge. You kind of like it too, don't you?
No, I do not. I only do what the law commands.
And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss.
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the Wastelanders. Proceed. Indeed. The deluge of blood is coming for you all!
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything?
How's your family?
My mom and pa are safe. Still haven't heard from my sister. She was working near the museum when the attack started.
Jesus. Fucking Dorseys? I'm sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Deputy Torres! My family's in the
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Kwan. Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting. Don't blink. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says.
Cornelius Dorsey lives. He'll
Please.
kill y'all.
My son's done nothing wrong! Please!
Deluge
My
of
son's
blood
not a Dorsey!
you all.
Let him go!
busy. What, did I stutter? Hey! Hands off, assholes!
Get the fuck out of here!
What, did I stutter? I said, fuck off!
Hey, I'm working here.
What, did I stutter? I said, fuck off! What, did I stutter? I said, fuck off! I told you, don't touch! Last warning!
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs. Families taken hostage. Marshal stopped Dorsey's at Palace Gates. Patriarch alive and safe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot. I made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first. We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorsey's gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives. I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance. Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work. I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid, but that'd be a lie.
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody. And guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me. I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped. No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let my... But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do... Nice talking to you.
Rangers, what brings you here? His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience. You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for... That's the price in Colorado dollars. Understand that the law cannot wait until you have the means to pay. The boy will go to the... Mercy. I do not see the word in my law books. The Patriarch has charged me to proceed. Excellent. This is the cost in Colorado dollars. This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Still here. Now looking forward to what comes next. What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Deputy Torres, please. You have to let me talk to the sheriff.
Sheriff's busy, Miss Wesson. I've told you this before. What can I do for you, Rangers? It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says.
Ah, Marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when. My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives. We are the founding families of Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep no good. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me. Please put in a word to the sheriff for me. If she'd only lend me a marshal or two, I'd rescue my family myself.
You the Rangers? We got things under control. You the Rangers? Sheriff Daisy's looking for you. You the Rangers? Sheriff Daisy's looking for you.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That girl, you think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets... Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers!
I wish the sheriff would send us into the Garden of the Gods and let us finish off those goddamn Dorseys.
Me too.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but Well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are. It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate. At last.
Get your Colorado Patriot here, hot off the press. Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs! Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families taken hostage!
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front. I'm glad the merchants are already back to work.
What now? There are people dying right here, right long as you don't mind if I keep working while we talk. That's an awful charitable spin on what actually happened. Name's Parker.
Well, that doc's under...
That would be a heck of a... Just wish I had enough medicine to keep this clinic going. We used to beat each other up when we were boys.
That was always a Rapaho kid.
Till I grew up and hit the books. Figured Dorsey attack. Maybe you heard about it. A suture kit, a medical pack, and an injury kit. Then use them to fix up the other patients. Sure. Now I can. Sure. Okay. You're good. Good luck.
Welcome to Merry Milk, or maybe you got just a simple humanitarian remedies for regret. Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
Let's round him up and bring him back to Doc Parker.
What now? Finally. Get started on those patients.
It isn't that bad, is it? Just flesh wound. Am I right? You should see. It isn't that bad.
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop?
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping me.
What now? Good luck.
It isn't that bad. Flesh wound. Am I right? You should see the other guy. You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts.
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping me. My leg! You said it! Ugh, still hurts like a bitch, but maybe I'll actually...
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please. What's going on? Did you patch me up?
What now? Good. Thank you. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for what you've offered. You see this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in there. I need to keep If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you. You've saved her life. And mine. Need anything before I get my stuff together? Of course. Let's have a look. Good luck.
So he run. What can I do for you? Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Stopped him before he got us all killed. Damn idiot. Hold on, just gotta finish this. Nothing like the smell of gasoline. Car's a lot like an old dog sometimes. It won't learn new tricks, but that doesn't mean you can't trick it into doing what you want.
You keep saying that, but this truck's dead as good manners.
Tell you what, how about we do a little wager? I bet I can get that truck up and running before the end of the night. If I win, you stop second guessing.
Hey, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My store has every fit sardinely.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards. Sheriff Daisy said to...
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to
My apologies, Miss West. I meant, it's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experiment... Nope. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you. As long as it's safe.
Hey! You on the ledge! Hands up!
Oh no. They found me.
Do that! Oh, yeah? Why not? I've got this whole place ready to blow! Hey! Well, where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead! You saying I'm a child? You're the one who's in for a... I'll find you, and I'll gut you!
Come and get it, scumbags!
Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me. Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but my name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the... I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So they're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. God, no, I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them. A while ago, we found some old, non-functional solar panels from before the deluge of fire. I couldn't figure out their function at first, until I recovered a microcircuitry board and developed a laser spectrography process. I realized that I could help solve some of the electrical generation issues that have always been a problem for the city. The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. It's fascinating, actually. They polarize the waves and create constructive interference. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar collectors, or even thaw frozen components. I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you put a decimal in the wrong place. I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but you saved my life. I won't forget it.
Harley, hold my guns.
Right. This is Bellamy Ward, PAL operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lenses are operating at 60% ambient light, approximately what we would expect on a typical day in Colorado Springs. Checking the voltmeter now. Yes, it's working. Energy.
Band-Aid. The size of a truck.
What's in that pit? No. Can't see a thing. Who would do this? Who would murder families and children? Who would burn them so badly that we can't even tell? I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this. That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
from the dead and better than ever.
As agreed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look, I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
Stop talking right now.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen to you.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change. Farron Brago's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. Something way worse than the Dorseys.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch, I sentence you.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done? I have justice right here in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
Thank you.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. They'll be happy to hear that, Team November, as am I. Good job getting those sumbitches. Over and out.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he... Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? I'll be the keeper of my own conscience, thank you. I am a grown woman. You have no right to make these decisions for me. Forgive me. I appreciate the thought. This is just... difficult. I suppose you're right, though. It is better not to have such a thing weighing on my soul. But the people who are truly responsible... Neelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
How's the family? Shut your hole. I know you slept with my wife.
I'm thinking of joining the next supply run. See how some of my experiments...
Is it just me, or are the marshals cracking down on folks harder?
Raise marshals, stop Dorsey's at Palace Gates! Patriarch alive and safe!
Hell yeah! I've always got a smile for the marshals and never piss them off. I stay in line.
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets...
I like you already, Rangers. I asked for a favor, and you came through for me. Not only that, but you sent me Isaac Reed and his traitor friends, all cuffed up and looking pretty. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. I'm glad we see eye to eye on that. Some of my marshals weren't so sure about you. Damn right. It's in all our interest to keep this city safe. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Figures. That rat slinked into town about 5 years back, and the Patriarch, God love him, offered him a place to set up shop. Been nothing but trouble ever since, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brygo helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brygo for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best-equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Hey, are you around here too?
Yeah, I was just finishing up training when the Dorseys came through. Didn't even know
what to do.
Yeah, just yanked me off the street, a badge on my chest and a gun in my hand. They said I'd train
Martha. It's our friends who helped us save the shop. What can I do for you? We've got some discounts with your name. Hardly a crossword between us. Been making course we sell to regular folks too. Plenty of less expensive items in stock. Repurposed or restored garments mostly.
Jimmy Bob. Oh, that's my let's.
Bet this is all Jimmy's
bet this is all Joe's fault. Stupid!
Rangers, this is Daisy. Sounds like you're at the Little Vegas, judging by all that noise in the background. Remember, your first order of business is to find Delgado. Maybe somebody in there has seen him. While you're at it, if you can prove that Brago made a deal
Hope you
with
hit the
Dorseys,
jackpot.
feel free to take that family.
Please, enjoy your time in our elegant establishment.
What's your favorite song?
Sex dwarf. It bops so hard.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Welcome to Little Vegas, friends. Care to play some blackjack? A small fee gets you a seat at the table and wins pay even money. Care to play again? Just a small starting bet. Tough luck, friends. Play again? Just a small bet. Tough luck, friends. Play again? Just a small bet. Tough luck, friends. Play again? Just a small bet. Care to play again? Just a small starting bet. Care to play again? Just a small starting bet. Care to play again? Just looking for one of those old Brago classics, huh? He used to run 3-card money back in the real Vegas. I could run as you wish. This table's always hot. Come back anytime.
Hey, you pallies. Try your hand at a game of luck and skill? Roulette's the name. Drop a bet on the table. Easy money for you, chums. What do you say? Want to give her another spin? No stomach for it, eh? No problem.
Welcome back, friends. Pay to play a hand of blackjack, wins pay even money. Remember the house rule. Tough luck, friends. Play again? Just a small bet. Care to play again? Just a small starting bet. Well played, friends. Another hand? Just put down a small bet. Well played, friends. Another hand? As you wish. This table's always hot. Come back anytime.
I know the DJ. What? Well, then you mean a drink with all that
Yeah,
clean
my
thrown
dad
around?
programmed it, so...
Fuck me!
What do you need? This is the Little Vegas. A slice of paradise. Loose lips don't get you far in Mr. Brygo's organization. So, nope. All the best vices Colorado has to offer. Hey there. What do you need? Sorry, chums. Don't know anybody by that name. Can't. Don't be strangers.
Ah, it's you, Red Hats. I was wondering when you'd come to see Charlie Nose. Farron Brygo's capo. Ah.
I'm quite sure there was never a...
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you've been there. I'll never... Not surprised. Don't... Says the biggest bullshitter in... Oh! So what can Charlie do for you? I'm the floor boss. I make sure our guests are happy. I can. Jokes aside, Mr. Brygo doesn't let anyone into the... Ah, Mr. Brygo's pride and joy. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that who you are, with your hat so red? You see this silver ram? Till next time, Red Hats.
These stairs lead to Mr. Brygo's lounge. He said I should look, but don't even think about messing with... That is the computer that controls the ventilation system. And I have to guard it because it's broken. And there could be real trouble if anybody says big trouble. If you set the fan to... Well... you're not gonna say I said any of this, are you?
You wanna pay for it?
What are you doing? Didn't I tell you nobody's supposed to touch that computer? Well, go on. I told you Mr. Brygo gave me instructions to let you Rangers through.
Hello again, Red Hats. See this one?
Razzle dazzle.
That worked, didn't it? Elgato.
Come on, Charlie. You remember Delgado. Nice guy, family man. Way too good for the trash in this place. No way.
Oh, not like you, Marshall. You blend right in with the rest. Sorry, haven't seen him. Old Charlie would tell you if he had. Till next time, Red Hats.
Well, go on. I told you Mr. Brygo gave me instructions to let you Rangers through.
Ugh. So gaudy. So ostentatious.
Rangers, welcome to my club.
Bucket feet hurt.
Ugh, tell me about it. Killing me.
I am so tired of just standing here.
You know it. Sometimes I wish somebody'd start something just for the variety.
Either that or get us some chairs.
Having fun?
Watch me!
DJ is amazing, and he's always here.
1, 6, 8! 1, 6, 8!
Ooh-wee! Always have a time at Little Vegas. Even if I go home with red hot balls.
The Little Vegas brothel,
like
friends.
hellfire.
Oh, hey, Quan.
Sorry, Ken. Me and my friends are here on business today. Rangers, meet Kendall, Colorado Springs' finest purveyor of sins of the flesh.
That's my name, yes.
You really shouldn't ask him about that. He had a misunderstanding with Mr. Brygo, and they cut off his junk. Smooth like a Kendall.
Rangers.
Of course. They're so. Pick a card. Any card. Of course. But before Delgado, you know...
Kendall, you predictable son of a bitch.
I need serious cash. Any less and it isn't worth... Sure, okay. I don't like straining my memory anyway. Yeah, okay. Bye.
All I want to do is look at you. Oh, Quan! It's...
Hi.
I'm so.
I'm kind of. Yeah, unless you all want to take a break for a while. Really? That's 10.
Oh, Quan, it's been so long. I wish I'd met you before. All this. I'll miss you. Quan, you brought your friends too. I hope you're here to stay for a while. All I need is a little... That's a shame. Maybe I'll see you later then.
That's right. Feast your eyes. Hey, good looking. Ditch those zeros and cash up front. I may be easy, but I ain't. You'll be back.
Oh, sweetie. Everyone has nerves their first time.
I know how to do it. I just don't feel like it right now. Hey, who the hell are you guys? Yeah, well, I was just leaving. Thanks, Ace. Does that work? I have been tired lately, focused on, work.
Thanks. Look at you, big boy. Okay, sweetie, let's try again.
Yeah, I can go all night, baby, all night long! Oh, wow, that was so much better than a warm apple pie. You guys are all right in my book. Anything I can help with? Maybe. I'm actually here to fix a bug in the club's ventilation system, but, I haven't got around to it yet. If you can access the climate controls, you can make it overheat and cause a fire. Here is the password. All you gotta do is set the fan to off and the heat to max, which should be impossible, but right now it isn't. And don't worry, I won't be fixing that bug for a while.
As long as you pay your tuition.
Thanks again.
Come back anytime, Benji. I know you like what you're always in session. For a small fee. That's a shame. I got every woman's a fine wine, honey.
Gracious. Do people actually want to... Disgusting.
Oh, hi. Aren't you a sexy little thing? This is my first time. So, how do we do this? Do I just... Oh! Whoa, okay.
Hail to the king! I was just warming up. Give me a second, it costs money to play with the king. And the king really needed a workout, too.
You'd look so good with a foxtail. Stand there and don't move. You'll do. It costs money. Then you are dismissed. You look so cute.
Thought you couldn't work tonight, Darlene.
1, 6, 8! 1, 6!
What are you runts doing in here? This is a private party. None of your fucking business.
Oh, they're mercs. Happened to be in town when the Dorseys attacked, so we paid them to help us out. Nice to see him putting the Patriarch's money to good use.
Defending Colorado Springs and beating those toothless shit-kicker Dorseys to a bloody paste. Local 168! Let me hear you! Woo! Oh, so you've got some cojones. Well, if it's a fight you want, The local 168 are happy to oblige. Ha! You're right. Phoebes.
168!
Pussies.
168!
Pussies.
Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out? Still got some on my shoes. Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out? Still got some on my shoes.
I'm only gonna warn you guys one more time. Stay away from that You've been given 3 clear warnings, chump. But Beckett will go on. We'll go on. I told you, Mr. Brygo gave me instructions to let you Rangers through.
Ah, Rangers, what a pleasure. I heard you were in town. It must be, what, 20 years since we crossed paths. Not that any of you would remember that. And I hear we have you to thank for Cassidy's fine Clothiers being back in business. My capos and... But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Farron Brygo. Welcome to Little Vegas. My recreation of the... You haven't heard the story? Hey. I'll never forget it. Of course, 15 years later, Anyway, that shared history makes me happy you're here. I hope you'll enjoy it. You think the Patriarch would let an illegal business operate right on his doorstep? But enough about me. How are things with the Rangers? Is General Vargas still in charge? I'd love to give him my regards. We owe him and his team a lot. Damn. I'd heard rumors, but... Well, thank you for telling me. Now, what can I do for you? Ah, yes. Had that painted for my office back in Vegas. Before the robots came. Not a bad likeness, eh? Thank you, Rangers. That's very flattering. But really, it's not so much that I haven't aged, but more that the cares and... Like I said, as to why we came to Colorado? And besides, certainly, ask away. I know Delgado, but I haven't seen him. If he came here, he didn't come to see me. What? I don't want those kind of connections. Murder in the streets is bad for business. If I were you, I'd be looking for someone with a grudge against a patriarch. Not exactly a short... What a shame. Nothing I like more than a good grilling. Good luck.
You and Sophie should come over after tonight.
Because I
Gina's
think we
making
have
steaks.
chemistry together.
I can't tonight. Gotta do a little job for the boss.
Anything good?
Hello again, red hats. You like it? He used to be a real lady killer. Then he made the, had him in there for weeks, poor bastard. You could hear his screams clear across town. He came back with a face that wasn't so...
What?
Yeah, he didn't like it much either. Especially the ending. Till next time, red hats.
This DJ is amazing. He's always here.
This place rocks, right? Having a good time, honey.
Fuck! I'm so screwed! Like, totally.
I went upstairs to get my shit out of the safe, but Boulder and his mercs took my pants. And no fucking way I'm dealing with that asshole again. But I need that stash or I'm dead. Can you help me? I owe a lot of money. I don't sell this shit and they'll kill me. Fuck. That's all I have. Fine. Give me my shit and it's yours. In a safe? Upstairs in the private room? Just watch out for Boulder.
168!
Pussies.
168! Local 168, booyah! Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out? Still got some on my shoes.
Yeah, any luck? Do you have my 5 Rhino and 5 Focus? What? Well, then that wasn't... You never said anything about money. Fine. Bunch of... just a little, even me out. That's all.
Mr. Harris is back tonight, Joy. Hello again, Rangers. I hope you... Shit! All right. Don't tell anyone I told you. But Delgado was sniffing around the club, asking too many questions about the Dorseys. Last I saw, Charlie Knowles was pulling him into the back rooms behind the bar.
God damn it. Now Daisy's gonna want Brygo dead, and she won't take no for an answer.
He was sniffing around the club, asking too many questions about... Yeah, okay, bye.
Party! Woo! Hey there. What do you need? Mr. Nose is floor boss. I just serve the drinks, okay? Don't be strangers.
Mr. Brygo's in his lounge. You can go up.
Welcome back to Little Vegas, Rangers. Certainly. Ask away. Good information, you say. That's better information than I have. But I'm sorry. I can't let you go back there. My property, my rules. And if you try it without my permission, my capos will defend my property by all means necessary. Understand me? Good information, but I'm sorry. I can't. Good luck.
That's it. Time for offensive praying mantis style.
Don't chip the paint. Who wants a double shot?
You just have to get dense. I got the best view of Papa's up here.
you runts doing in here? This is a private part. None of
Oh, they're mercs.
defendant. Local 168! Yeah? Well, you picked the wrong room. Ain't no Delgado here, and no marshals neither. Ho! So you've got some cojones. Well, if it's a fight you want, the local 168 are happy to oblige. Yes! Good! Good!
I planned. You didn't.
Ain't much use. Like this.